Hi, this Mandoline Academy Masterclass is brought to you from the Bucket List here in Bondi Beach. I'm Tom Walton, chef and co-owner, and today we're going to make a pressed chicken terrine. And we're going to serve that with a KOHL RABI and walnut remoulade. This is a real exciting dish and I can't wait to share it with you. So guys, the first part of this recipe is creating the flavour base that we're going to add to the terrine. So what I've done is I've got some peeled cloves of garlic. I've just put them with some olive oil and we're going to confit them or slow cook them. The second stage is I've got a pot of water on in this stock pot. I've just got a parsley insert in there, and what that actually helps do is make it really easy to get the parsley in there and get it out without mucking around with tongs or a strainer or anything like that. So the water's come to the boil, parsley's going in there, and we're just going for 2 minutes, okay? All right guys, so the parsley's ready, it's where we want to be, nice and green, broken down a little bit. So we're just going to grab some ice water, and that's going to just stop the cooking process and keep that parsley nice and green. So it's so easy with this parsley insert, just shake off that water and then dunk it straight into that ice water. All right guys, so we've just blanched the parsley, and what you need to do then is, again, just drain it off, and again, perfect for it, this insert, onto the chopping board. Chop it as finely as possible. I'm just going to grab a bowl and some scales. And so the scales are for one of my secrets, all right, and shouldn't be a secret really, but when you're making terrines or charcuterie or anything like this, people tend to just add a pinch of salt or something like this, but the right amount of salt is 2% of the weight of meat. So the best way is to weigh your meat, do a calculation, 2%. Okay, so I'm going to throw the parsley in there. We're not weighing the parsley itself. This is going to be the bowl we mix everything in. And we've got our garlic that we've slowly cooked and confit. Now we're up to the exciting part of boning out our chicken. So what we've got here is a size 15 or 1.5 kilogram, free range chicken of course. And the trick with this recipe is a few things. I always say you start working backwards, okay? So what don't I want on the chicken first? So I'm going to take those wing tips off. I'm then going to flip the chicken over, okay? And I'm going to dislocate the back legs, just pop them out. So basically, I'm just going to make a slit, and then I'm going to start at one side and work one side at a time, all the way around the bird, all the way around the frame, and then go back around the other side till it joins up at the bottom of the breast there. So what I've done is I've gotten down to the breast here, okay? Before I get too much further, I'm going to start the other side so I'm working a little bit evenly. Now, just gently remove those legs. I'm going to deal with them separately again. I'm just going to get the meat off there. So I'm not actually using that wing meat. The only meat I want in this is actually the thigh meat and the breast meat. I'm going to remove any excess fat that I don't want. So basically you lay that skin out, checking for any excess fat. Just going to fold that up. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side. Now I've got this this breast meat. The size dice that works really well for this, so it holds together after you've pressed it, is about a 1 centimetre dice. So I'm going to add about I'm going to go 8.5, 9 grams of salt. A little bit of black pepper. So now I just need a little splash of brandy, and this is where you get your hand involved. And I'm going to smash up those garlic cloves in my hand. I'm going to massage that meat, and I'm going to whip it around. Okay, so we've got the mix all ready to go, and now it's basically just filling the skin, and that's making the terrine. I'm going to lay that skin down. So I'm using a piece of baking paper, and that's going to insulate and protect the skin as we're cooking, and it just helps the actual rolling process as well. Basically just join that leg meat up there, and we've got this really nice surface to work with. Okay, so I'm basically making a nice sausage with this. Okay. Then I'm going to use that skin and I'm going to wrap it around it, and I use that baking paper just to help me. Okay, and I'm not pulling it really tight because that skin will shrink anyway, and we're going to press it after it's cooked, so you don't need to wrap it super tight. You're just bringing it all together. Okay, basically just to there. Okay, now I'm going to grab the Mandoline non-stick loaf tin. I've got 2 here because when it comes out of the oven, I'm going to use one on top to press it, and that just helps. Basically, while it's hot, you got all the juices and everything. You just lightly press it, and as it cools, that meat presses together and all the juices like solidify and become like a nice little jelly as well. I'm just going to slip it inside that loaf tin. Okay. Grab a piece of foil, tuck it in, and that's ready to go in the oven. So I've got a preheated 200-degree oven. I'm going to put it inside, and straight away, just going to turn it down to 160. So I've basically got a really nice hot oven. Cold terrine goes in there, so the heat starts to get into there. So what's going to happen is you've got the really nice hot heat of 200-degree oven. It's going to drop and get a meat thermometer, insert it into the middle, and you're looking for it to be at about 70 degrees, okay? That's the lowest temperature where the meat's not going to dry out, but where you've killed any bad bacteria. So really important, that temperature, especially dealing with chicken. All right, so this has been in for about an hour now, and it smells great, which is always a good sign. So I've checked it already, and it was about 68, so another 10 minutes gave it. Plonk this straight on top. Give it a gentle press, all right? You don't want to put a weight in there or anything like that in the fridge, just to help it press together. So that's going to go in the fridge for a couple hours at least to let it really properly cool, and then a couple of days is fine before you serve it. So this has been a couple of hours in the fridge now. I'm just going to take the foil off, lift it out, and basically just, this is what you're looking for here, okay? You've got a really nice even terrine, so you're going to get really nice slices. And I'm just going to take a slice off the end and just show you what you're looking for here. So you've got a really nice mixture of the dark meat, the light meat, the parsley, like a little mosaic really, okay? So now that's ready, we can make our celeriac and walnut remoulade. All right, so kohlrabi remoulade. Kohlrabi, some people, you might have seen it in the shops not knowing what it is, but this is it. This is a purple kohlrabi. So what we're going to do is we're going to shave it really fine on the mandolin, and then we're going to julienne into matchsticks. And we're going to mix this with a bit of mayonnaise. That's going to go in there. Walnuts, I've lightly roasted. The herbs in this, I just love dill. I actually like to use quite a lot of it. A little bit of salt. Cracked pepper. And a squeeze of lemon. Fold it all together. Grab our terrine. So you can plate this individually. You could give everyone a plate of their own, or you could do a nice platter. And then with this salad, just a nice loose plating, looks really nice. A little squeeze of lemon. Pinch of salt. A few more crushed nuts here, which just can... That's it, guys. That's my pressed chicken and confit garlic terrine with a kohlrabi and walnut remoulade. For more great recipes, keep checking out the Anilon Academy to awaken your inner chef. That's it from us at The Bucket List. Thanks for watching.